Hello ladies and gentlemen, once again on this review show after a Leicester City comeback win. It's getting a familiar story now, isn't it? Leicester come from behind, Jamie Vardy scores, Riyad Mahrez and Marc Albrighton are involved. It's far too familiar but far too enjoyable. I mean, what can we say about today's game? It was again an epic performance by the players. And as Leicester City always do, we made it hard for ourselves at the end when it didn't need to be. Let's kick off how the game started, Ben. I thought we were really comfortable first 25, 30 minutes. I mean, up till West Brom's goal, they created little to nothing and we were far in control of the game. Our passing looked solid. Everyone seemed to be getting involved in the play. The ball was being passed around nicely. People were creating nice angles. There was good little triangles off the ball. And, you know, we looked like we could score. Vardy got through, lovely little jig inside and then outside, left-footed shot, near post. Boaz tips it onto the post. Really great save. Vardy, hugely unlucky not to score there, but he would get his redemption later on in the game, as obviously we all know. But then right at the half-hour mark, Solomon Rondon, corner won by West Brom, whipped in, near post. Danny Simpson's marking Rondon for no reason. No one on the near post. We had a goal a few weeks ago, there was no one on the post, but no one on the near post. Not sure why. Rondon heads it. Schmeichel maybe could have done a bit better, got a strong hand on it, but can't keep it out. 1-0 to West Brom, and it was completely against a run of play and undeserved in my eyes. So it was one of those where they scored it, but you still felt that we had a chance to get back in the game. One issue though is, do we ever practice set pieces? The amount of goals we've conceded from set pieces in recent years and how feeble we've looked in attacking set pieces and how dominant we've looked, how dominated I should say, sorry, we've looked on defensive set pieces really is an issue. We've got to start practicing them if we don't already. I mean, I'd imagine we do, but the proof's in the pudding, as they say, and I haven't seen any proof so far to say that we practice set pieces to at least an acceptable standard where I feel comfortable defending them. It's almost like Sunday League level of defending when the other team have loads of big players and you think, oh, well, we're going to concede every set piece. So it's almost like that, and that's the one thing we've really got to stop because we look so susceptible from them. But then moving on into the second half, Ulloa obviously started, didn't really create too much, but in the second half started to hold the ball up a bit better. Albrighton's crossing the first half was awful. He kept either getting the first man just in front of the defender or floating it straight into the goalkeeper's arms. Very poor. But in the second half, when you need him, Marc Albrighton, lovely cross in. He's just about to cross it in, jinks back inside, crosses it, far stick. There's one man there, it's Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez sticks it away, lovely calm finish, kind of adjusts his body side onto it with his left foot, past Mayo. 1-0, and you're thinking we're really back in this game now. And I said before the game I'd take a draw, but I wanted it to be 2-1. And at 1-0, it was one of those again where you thought we can easily win this game 2-1 now. Mahrez obviously is always involved in something that's good for us this season, it seems. But eventually Albrighton got a cross right and Mahrez was there. And then only a few minutes later, ball out on the other side this time. Albrighton fakes to shoot, fakes a cross, cuts back onto his left foot. Mahrez drifts offside, he's definitely offside, it's clear to see. Albrighton crosses it in Mo. Mahrez smashes it, hits Mayo, kind of a carbon copy in reverse I suppose. Hits Mayo, not a very good finish, but ball then hits the back of the net and that's all that matters. We go 2-1 up and jubilation again for City fans all around the world. Seeing us go 2-1 up. Mahrez gets 2 assists for Albrighton. Like I said, a carbon copy in reverse, but Mahrez's finishes weren't excellent, and people who watch the games will think, bloody hell, Mahrez scores 2 again. He's all that Leicester have. But both those goals came from N'Golo Kante. You run out of superlatives to talk about this man. He won the ball for both of them to set up the play, and he really is such an excellent footballer. He's one of our greatest ever signings. I know we've only had a few games, and that's a rash claim, and a few of you are welcome to say that, but I really feel from what I see of him, he's one of our greatest signings in terms of how many times he breaks the play up. It's absolutely phenomenal. He's got a Premier League high interception rate this season, and it's clear to see why. And then the game started to kind of go into a midfield battle with counter-attack against counter-attack, and with kind of a few minutes to go left in the game, we get the ball. Danny Drinkwall, West Brom have pushed everyone forward. Drinkwall's passing was terrible really for a lot of the game, but when it mattered, picks up a ball, lovely little interplay of Jamie Vardy, plays in Vardy, and Vardy sprinting through from his own halfway line, takes a lovely first touch. And at this point I was thinking, square it James, square it. I know it was for his 8th in 8 Premier League games, to get only the 3rd player to do that. Just quickly to say what he's achieved today is an understatement. You can't put into words how good Jamie Vardy is this season. I said to my dad after he scored this goal that he really has to be one of the top strikers in Europe and the world at the moment. That's not an overstatement, and that's not coming from a biased point of view, but this goal and everything he's done this season puts him a complete upper echelon. He's in that area. But like I say, all I'm thinking is square it James, pull it back to Danny, we'll go 3-1 up. He takes a touch out wide, Mario kind of converts out there, waiting for a front post finish, and in that half step sooner, Vardy blasts it across Miles' face into the far corner, and Jamie Vardy scores again. 11 in 11, 8 league games in a row, a phenomenon. He is absolutely outrageously good this season. I mean, that finish sums up to me what he's about. It was calm, it was collected, and it was everything you want from a Premier League striker. If Aguero had scored that, it would have been a great finish, and people will be talking about it. And now people are starting to talk about it when Vardy does it, and so they should. He's on 11 goals. He's absolutely streaking clear with the Golden Boot at this point, and he's setting new records every week. James Vardy, I hold my hand up. I was wrong about you a few years ago, and please keep doing this for my side. But Leicester City are Leicester City, and as always, we make it hard on ourselves as the fans. The players always like to make it difficult for us. We give away a penalty. Nathan Dyer came on as a sub, got the wrong side of his man. McManaman cuts in between Simpson's legs, and like I say, Dyer gets the wrong side of him, hacks him down. It has to be a penalty. I know a few people said it wasn't, but for me it's a penalty purely because Dyer gets the wrong side of him. Penalty though, goes down in the box. Ricky Lambert, who hasn't scored since January, steps up, calmly strokes it away. Schmeichel goes the wrong way, and it's 3-2. And then with a few minutes left to go in the game, 5 minutes of added on time, Vardy went down earlier for injury. That's obviously what caused this, but there you go. Up the other end, West Brom. Firstly, a great ball's played into Solomon Rondon, but Wes Morgan stops it, and Wesley Morgan was my man of the match today. I know the accolades will go to the forward play, but Morgan was absolutely astonishing. He didn't put a foot wrong, and it's one of those performances that I feel like the player has to get given credit for, because he was sensational, and this block epitomised his performance. It was a great block to stop Rondon from finishing, and then a few moments later the ball was bumbled around in the box by West Brom, forced to a far post to Lambert, and I think it's the post. I couldn't really tell. It looked like either Schmeichel saved it or Schmeichel turned it onto the post, but they hit the post, and then eventually the whistle goes. Mahrez wins a corner down a minute to go. The ball's played in the corner, hoofed clear, and the referee blows his whistle. And we go jubilant again. Another away win, a repeat of the result last season at West Brom. This one arguably more important in terms of keeping this run going, but obviously last season's was more important in terms of staying in the division. We need 18 points to get to that 40-point total. We've got to stop thinking about that now. As much as it still has to be the aim, we'll easily exceed those expectations. We're a great side. Under Ranieri, we've got a great philosophy, and we've become a team under Ranieri who doesn't lose games. Under Pearson, we were a team for a lot of last season who were easily susceptible to losing games we shouldn't have lost. And this season, we win games we necessarily shouldn't win. And that's what people said about the Alex Ferguson Man United teams and the early Mourinho Chelsea teams, that you win games you don't deserve to win necessarily. I'm not saying today was one of those. I think we did deserve to win today. We did more than enough to win the game. But we look like that team. If we do go behind, then even if we're not playing well, because when our first 2 goals went in, we weren't in the ascendancy as we were in the first half, but we got those goals when we didn't expect it, and that is the sign of a great team. We're 3rd in the league. Yes, you heard me. Open your ears up as wide as you can, Leicester City fans. We're 3rd in the Premier League. This isn't after 1 game. This isn't after 2 games. This isn't after 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games. This is after 11 games. We sit 3rd in the Premier League. We're double the amount of points that Chelsea sit on. It is an unbelievable achievement by Ranieri's men to be on this points total, and it makes you so happy and emotional as a Leicester City fan to see a team do everything you want them to do and to be exceeding expectations week after week after week. It's unbelievable, it's unprecedented, and it's everything you want to see from a Leicester City fan as a die-hard supporter. I love this team and I love everything they're doing this season. Hail Claudio so far, and hail Jamie Vardy and the boys. Everything they're doing shows what a great club we are, and we're summed up as a club this season by a tweet the club put out of Christian Fuchs FaceTiming a young mascot who was there, he was his favourite player. That is what our club is about this season. We've got heart and we believe in ourselves and we believe in our fans and we believe in everything that the club has to offer. I am happy about this win. I am the happiest I've been this season in a way, because it's such an amazing position to be in after 11 games. We can enjoy Match of the Day tonight and we can enjoy this week. Be proud to be a Leicester City fan at this moment in time, because for any young people watching this, I'm 20 years old and this is, apart from me obviously O'Neill era, this is the greatest period I've ever had in my Leicester City life, and enjoy it because Leicester City is a roller coaster ride of emotions and everything, and the roller coaster eventually will come back down, but these are the moments you'll look on and look fondly on and remember forever, so embrace it and enjoy it while it lasts. Anyway, leave your comment down below, let me know what you thought about today's game, like the video because Leicester City won again, and as always, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Keep the faith.